For younger women in the late 60s and definitely by the 1970s, those stiff, heavily hairsprayed, sculpted hairdos were a thing of the past. It was now all about natural, long, free-flowing hair. And because you didn't have to worry about preserving a style, you could now wash your hair every day if you wanted to. And so you saw a lot of new shampoos enter the market in the 1970s. One of the most famous was Clairol Herbal Essence in this green bottle. They had this kind of hippie cartoon commercial and print ads. This was a very popular shampoo in the 70s. Prel, which was also a green color, was very popular. They even had special shampoos for long hair. This one was called Long and Silky. Of course, Breck has been around actually since the 1950s, I believe, but Breck shampoo being the Breck girl, the girl with the hair, great body shampoo for frequent shampooers. And you saw just a huge influx of new shampoo and conditioner brands enter the market. And because you had long flowing hair, you didn't want your hair to be greasy. So women did actually start shampooing their hair a lot more frequently starting in the 1970s. Here's Spring Feeling. There was a lot of these like natural organic shampoos that were popular. Here's one called Earthborn. You remember this was kind of the back to nature kind of hippie movement in the early 70s. So you saw a lot of these natural kind of products. Here's an herbal shampoo. Here's Sunshine Harvest organic shampoo. So these kind of organic products were really popular. Here's Agree. This was available up until a few years ago. This is specially designed for oily hair. Body on Tap. This was an interesting one. It actually had real beer in it. I guess beer is supposed to clarify your hair or something. So they actually put beer in this shampoo. Special shampoos for short hair. Here's one with Dorothy Hamill, gymnast, on the advertisement, Short and Sassy shampoo. Gee, your hair smells terrific, kind of like a perfumed shampoo that was supposed to make your hair smell really good. I remember hearing a lot about this shampoo. It was a fragrance shampoo. Balsam was a popular ingredient in shampoos in the 70s. Here's Wella Balsam. And then as we move further into the 70s, again, hairstyling wasn't such a big ordeal with hot styling tools like blow dryers and curling irons. You know, it was still possible to wash your hair daily or every other day and still style your hair pretty quickly. Fabergé Organics was a huge brand in the 70s, very, very popular. Farrah Fawcett, who obviously was known for her hair, teamed up with Fabergé and created her own Farrah Fawcett shampoo. She was obviously very famous for her hairstyle. A lot of lemon shampoos were in, again, kind of those clarifying shampoos. Here's one by White Rain. I believe White Rain is still available today. Pert was also popular. They had the tagline, your hair's bouncing and behaving. And you know, that was another very popular brand. Suave, which is definitely still around today, I think got its start in the 1970s, perhaps earlier. Dimension shampoo. This one lasted into the 80s. It was supposed to just kind of give your hair a lot of bounce. Again, you know, remove any oils from the hair so your hair didn't look weighed down. This one called Wash and Comb, which, you know, is supposed to be like a detangling shampoo. Which of these shampoos do you remember from your youth? Let me know in the comments, or if there's any that I missed, please also let me know, and we'll see you next time.